Guys, we haven't heard Keldon Johnson say anything in a minute. I think that's. I think that we should. I think we should listen to what Keldon Johnson has to say. I mean, he is one of the leaders of the team after all, so we definitely need to check that out. We need to see what our boy's talking about. Let's see. Because as of right now, Keldon Johnson statistics aren't bad, actually. Let me see. Let me show you guys something. Not bad whatsoever. So he's very similar in Sohan in that overall, like he's having a pretty good year in different statistical categories. So you can see 16.8 points per game. While it went down, I mean, that makes sense with you having Wemby and all and people changing positions. But assists 4, rebounds 6. So yeah, that is not necessarily normal. Not something you need to scoff at by any means. Now, as far as very young players, that doesn't happen, okay? That doesn't happen. It's very few. We already looked at the statistics on that. Actually, do I have it up already? Yeah, I have it up right here. So we already looked at statistics on it. It's a rarity to average that at all. 10 points, at least 5 rebounds and 4 assists. That's a rarity, okay? And Jeremy Sohan's one of them at 20 years or younger. But Keldon Johnson is still a rarity overall to do that. And the man is still pretty doggone young. So 24 years old, pretty doggone. I thought he was 23, but 24. Anyways, all right. So let's see what our leader has to say about this game overall. And by the way, this is the game versus the Clippers, the first one.
You having humor and trying to keep perspective through humor.
No, for sure. I like to joke around. I'm goofy. It's just me. Keep it light in here. Not so serious all the time.
It's not easy to do with a losing streak, though.
I mean, yeah. But we're getting better. So, we losing. I mean, everybody know that. But I'm keep being myself. Keep being energetic because the tide gonna turn. And, I'm still gonna be myself. So when we start winning, y'all always gonna say KJ was the same person and winning or losing. And that's what it's gonna be. But we gonna start winning. So it's just a matter of time. We learning. We getting better.
See, that's the type of attitude you need right there. What Keldon Johnson, this is the attitude you need. You need that positivity. It's not, man, there's so many people that just like hop on my streams and say, oh my God, dude, oh my goodness, you just love Sohan. You just love these players way too much, man. You got rose colored glass. It's like, no, the fact of the matter is they're young and there has been improvements. If you just go into games and your whole thing is, I'm going to watch highlights, maybe. I think most time people don't even do that. I'm just going to look at the statistics after, and then I'm going to jump on Twitter and say how all the players are trash. Then that's not true analysis. You don't know what you're talking about. Actually watch the game. If you pay attention, the Spurs are getting better. They've played pretty doggone good in even some of these losses. And while you're losing some, there's a lot of games where you look at and you say, hey, you lost it, but dang, that's really going to help in the future. And that's all you can roll. That's all you can roll with, man. You got to take the bad with the good. It's okay to criticize players and say this player needs to do this better or whatever. I can go through every single player and say what they need to improve on. Like, obviously, right? Wembanyama, he needs to slow down a little bit. Like that's an obvious one. That's like right in your face, right? But just overall, it's no point in just dogpiling on them, man. They're going to get better. They're going to start winning. It's going to be just a matter of time. It's fine. And we have a very tough record right now. Really tough record.
What are the signs that you guys are getting better, making the progress?
Oh, he asked him, what's the signs that you're getting better, making progress? I wonder, is he going to go in depth about it, or he's going to just like give an overview? I don't know.
I mean, like today, we stayed together. We didn't hang our heads when they made runs. We stayed together, keep helping each other out, communicate, and we just try to, correct the little things. That's an amazing team that we played tonight. They stay healthy, praying everybody on their roster stay healthy. They will be, contending in a position to, to make some noise in the West. So, you know, praying that, you know, everybody stay healthy. But, you know, we as a team, you know, we making strides. We throughout the game, they made some runs, we made some runs. And, you know, we just got to, like I said, always go back to film, look at the things that we can control and try to fix those to the best of our ability.
See, Anthony, that's what I'm saying. Like that comment, I think I agree with you. Like that's a fine one right there. It's like you said, to be honest, a hard-nosed vet could help a lot on defense. I'm not saying he needs to play or needs minutes necessarily or anything like that. Like, yeah, like exactly, you know, exactly. Like that's fine. Like, I think saying something like that where, okay, we could use a vet that could really help defensively or like a defensive vet that could really break things down and give them some other perspectives. I think that's fine. I completely agree with that. That's okay. But when we start saying like we need a vet to replace Sohan as the point guard, it feels like you're missing the entire point of him running point guard. You know what I mean? Not you, by the way. I'm just saying in general. It's like you're missing the point of why we're doing it anyways.
Is there anybody in that locker room who needs a little extra reassurance that things are going well? Because some of these guys have never lost before. Like,
Pat Bev. Ooh.
Yeah, but you know, as a leader, I would make sure that you know we have that reassurance that we know that you know tough times don't last. It's an 82-game season, and just because we got a rough patch now doesn't mean we're gonna have a rough patch, you know, in the near future. So, you know, I'm very confident in my team, my coaches, and all our support system that. You know, when the tide does turn, we stay level-headed and we keep working on the things that we need to work on that put us in a situation to be successful.
Exactly, Keldon. Good God, that's what he's spitting. Let him cook. You're a mess. She says, is Keldon saying we're not competing for a title? Head blown. What Wemby? Wait, what? Wemby was supposed to get us a ring this year. What the? Yeah, I know, right?
And get wins.
Understanding it's a young team.
Who is the leader of this team? Keldon? Probably. Yeah, I would say Keldon. As far as like vocal leader of the team, I mean probably Keldon. Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean on court leader who's gonna put it on their back, Wemby, but he's still learning as far as like, and he doesn't have that rep yet like as the guy. I mean as like the leader of the team. I think he's the best player on the team. The most efficient would be Devin Vassell. But yeah, leader of the team, I would say Keldon. Anyone disagree with that in chat? I think Keldon's the leader of the team, right? Brisky said he's the leader. Oh, okay. Well, Brisky's the leader then.
That's still developing. Are you surprised at the record?
I mean, I just take it day by day. I don't let it be a young team make any excuses on why we don't come out on top each and every night. You know, we're learning, we're competing, we want to win. We don't go out there and say, oh man, at the end of the day we're a young team. It's fine, we lost. You know, we're trying to make the right correction so that we can win games. So you know, being young, that's okay, but you know, we are definitely we definitely want to win, and we're definitely preparing each and every game to win and to come out on top.
Being young isn't an excuse. It's most certainly a factor, but I would be pretty discouraged as a fan if like every single player came out and said, well, we're young. I mean, yeah, don't say that. I mean, you can say it sometimes, but that shouldn't, don't use it as an excuse, even though it might be a huge factor. And I think it is a huge factor to the losses. I think it's good that players don't use it
when we go out there on the court.
Do you think some of the fault is just having pure endurance because you guys are still growing in that way?
I wouldn't say endurance. I say experience. You know, we played some tough teams, but we also beat some tough teams this year in our record that's doing pretty well in the West. So, you know, it's there. We just, you know, like you got to fine tune the little things. Play some really, really good teams. We have really, really tough.
Spurs were really feeling themselves when they went up 3-2 though, because then that's when the effort started lacking a little bit, and then they got the effort back recently. So.
And that's no excuse, but we gotta. That makes it even more that we gotta, you know, tune in and lock in on the little things that put us in the situations to win basketball games.
You mentioned 2 games in a row.
Vassell believes he is the leader. I mean, he could be. I don't know. I mean, if someone said that, let's see, I thought the leader was Vassell, but I think Keldon has more passion. I mean, they're both leaders. I mean, we could go back to the old Spurs, right, and say like, Manu Ginobili, he's not a leader. Like, yeah, he's a leader. He's one of the leaders of the team. Tony Parker was one of the leaders of the team. Duncan was the guy. I think when it's all said and done, Wemby will be the leader of the team. But these are leader guys. By the way, that whole idea of like alpha male mentality stuff, in my opinion, I think it's a fallacy. I think that you can have multiple people be kind of the head as long as you're willing to like work together and understand the game. I don't think you need like one guy that's just I just control everything. No, you can have multiple leaders on the team. You just got to not be selfish. So
it's 4 all-stars over there. I know you spent a lot of time on Kawhi today. Is there you learn anything about yourself facing a guy like that two games in a row, you think?
I mean, just looking at the film, I mean, he's an amazing player. He's been an all-star and finals MVP for a reason. And, I just got to, don't get any cheap fouls and look at the film and make corrections. I feel like, he's going to make shots. Him and Paul George, even Westbrook, even James Harden, they're going to make shots. They're great players. So, as a team, we got to defend, lock in, and, be as solid as possible.
You mentioned the strength of that team. Now it's the second time this season it's kind of been a one-sided affair when you guys match up with them. Are you guys eyeing Wednesday's matchup again? Anything special?
KJ is nice, but sometimes he gives me Parker vibes, like wanting all the attention. I don't think Keldon Johnson... Okay, so you guys know, like, I try my best to pay attention as much as possible to players, like, on and off the court, like, maybe to an unhealthy degree. I mean, that's why, like, all of those years I wasn't crazy about DeJounte Murray and everyone got mad at me, like, no matter what. But I was like, dude, I don't like his attitude even off the court, and I think that it resonates on the court sometimes too. I don't think Keldon Johnson is a selfish player. I don't think that is Parker vibes. I think it literally is, his mentality is, I'm going head first. I'm going to muscle my way to the paint. No one's going to get in my way. I'm a tank. And he has this tendency of doing that. And it works. I think the problem is with Keldon, it works for the first half. But then once teams make adjustments or they really kind of key on it in the fourth quarter, it's terrible. Like it looks awful. So yeah, I don't think that he's purposefully like trying to take all the credit or like purposely like want the last shot necessarily. I think it's just he's trying to muscle his way to a win and playing a little bit of hero ball. But I don't think Keldon is a selfish player. I never thought he was a selfish player. Now, DeJounte, he was definitely selfish at times. Like I could see like so many different occasions where a player would get like hot, like specifically like Derek White got hot in quite a few games and hit some key shots. And then DeJounte Murray take it upon himself in the last seconds to like, now I need to shoot. I've seen, and not only that is his attitude behind it too, like the amount of showmanship, like get out of here. Like when he did that whole thing, or him and Derek White stopped a defensive play. I don't know if you guys remember this offensive play. I'm sorry. Both of them made crazy great reads defensively. And right after it, DeJounte Murray put on a show and like left, like literally left the arena, and Derek White stayed there with his teammates and celebrated. That was weird. Or when he was taken out of the starting lineup and then he instantly unfollowed all of his took point guard out of his bio. That type of stuff where it's like, yeah, you're kind of selfish. Keldon Johnson is not like that. Like I think if the Spurs were to take Keldon Johnson out of the starting lineup, I don't think we'll get any drama out of it whatsoever. I don't think anything will come out of it. I think he will be the exact same person he was when he was a starter. And I think that there's this this fallacy, I guess, that or lie that I don't like Keldon Johnson. That's not true. I truly do like Keldon Johnson. I just don't like it's merely bad. Like it's just basketball. I just don't like some of the tendencies at the end of games. That's it. Other than that, I love Keldon Johnson as a leader. I love him as a player. I think on and off the court, he's a phenomenal. I mean, he just seems from the outside looking in, he seems like a phenomenal guy, phenomenal kid. What I said, kid. Oh my God, I'm not that much older than him, but yeah, he just, I don't know. He seems cool. Yeah. Anyways, sorry, I went on a tangent there. Wait, I'm sorry. Bringing up DJ, I know people get mad. DJ never felt like a true Spur, to be honest. There's not a player in outperform current roster that doesn't feel like a true Spur. Yeah.
We eye every matchup that we play. We go out there and try to.
Yeah, he was never in group photos either. He didn't go out with the team at all. Like when we talked about that that vlog where all the guys went out, like it was Derek White, Keldon, Drew Eubanks. Who else was with that group? Zach Collins, I think he was with them. Like they all went out to party, have a good time. Wasn't anywhere to be seen. He wasn't in San Antonio a lot either. Like he was constantly leaving. So,
beat teams like they beat us tonight. We want to go out there and win, and that's what we prepare to do.
Also, I mean, if we're talking about like giving back to the community or whatnot, like when people talk about like, oh, they're doing these drives or giving out turkeys or whatever, you can go back and you can look up literally like fundraiser or anything in San Antonio. It was always the other teammates involved in it. He just wasn't really a part of it like that. So Keldon Johnson, he's always a part of it. So I think Keldon genuinely does love being a San Antonio Spur, and I think he is a true leader, and I don't think that he's selfish at all. I don't even think he's as selfish as Tony, and Tony was a really good leader. So
each and every game, regardless if we play them on Wednesday or whoever may play after that, we prepare to win and beat teams.
What do you think the primary struggle is, especially on the offensive end when things, go off the rails for like extended stretches?
We just got to be more consistent. We got to continue to lift each other up. We're going to miss and make shots throughout the game. Other teams going to make runs. So we know through those tough times and the struggles, we just got to pull together even more, lock in, and get some good shots. That's all it is. This is the NBA. Teams make runs, teams make shots, teams miss shots as well. So, if we struggle a little bit, we got to continue to stay together and continue to take those same shots, because the shots that we pass up are the same shots that keep us in the game when we're hitting those. So we got to continue to stay confident, stay together, support each other, and continue to uplift each other. And we'll be fine. And we do that already. So we have no worries. We know that we're as a group, we're locked in. We're close, tight-knit group, and we have each other's back. So, I'm going to continue to uplift my brothers, and my brothers are going to continue to uplift me. And we're going to continue to, win the games together and lose the games together, regardless. So, we are looking forward to Wednesday. We can't wait to get out there and compete and get a win.
Is that one of your better?
We got to listen to more Keldon Johnson interviews, press conferences. I know they don't come around a ton. I mean, they talk to him usually, but it's not a ton. Usually like the Wimby, Popovich ones come out the most. We got to listen to Keldon. He gets me pumped. Like I want to go out there and compete. Like give me some Spurs merch, please. Send me some Spurs merch. Send me a Spurs jersey. I will go out there and compete. Will I score? No. All right. Will I get scored on every single play? Yes. But you know what? I'm going to compete. Beautiful.
Throw steps that you had in the first half.
He would literally be the guy. Like in those basketball movies or those sports movies where you're down by like 5 and 5 or 10 maybe, and it's halftime and you need that speech, that inspirational speech. He will be the one giving it.
Yeah, it was a good move. Paul George is a great defender. So, just trying to throw something new at him.
Good stuff. Great stuff. That was wonderful. I liked that. That made me happy. Oh crap, let me get out of this. That made me happy. All right, I want to tell you guys about something though. All right, you gotta listen. Are you gonna listen to me? Listen to me real quick. Mojo Fantasy. So I need to tell you this, okay? So I will be doing a giveaway. Still got to get a graphic for it actually. But ow, my cat! What the heck? How did she do that? How did you do that? How did you make that jump? I had a whole obstacle course here so she wouldn't be able to do that, and she still made that jump. How did you do? That's impressive. You deserve to be up here just from doing that. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Good girl. You deserve to be up here now. I usually don't like you up here, but you deserve it now. But yeah, guys, I will be doing a giveaway, Mojo Fantasy. All you got to do is download Mojo Fantasy, link in my description. You download the app, sign up, send me a message on either Twitter or Instagram and just say, hey, Clan, check it out, bro. So I just signed up for Mojo Fantasy. That's all you got to do. It's that simple. And what do you get? Well, I'm going to be giving away Spurs tickets, $200 value, Spurs tickets to any game. So don't worry about if there's a specific game. No, it's literally any game. So if you guys are interested, please go do that. Mojo is a brand new sports book. It's completely different. It actually goes off of stock, and you can even see the little thing going down, up and down. And you can trade your players mid-game. It's absolutely insane. It's way different than anything you probably played before. So yeah, go check it out, man. Download the link below, and let me know that you signed up. That's all you got to do, and I'll enter you. But yeah, great stuff, good stuff, wonderful stuff. But yeah, Keldon Johnson, dude, what the heck? She's an anchorman, remember? I guess so. I don't know how she made that. I'm telling you, I don't know how she made that jump. That was insane. That was an insane jump. That was insane. Good stuff. Great stuff, Keldon.